You've arrived at your next stop for YouTube, the Saiyan Sit Down. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Jacob.
And we talk about Dragon Ball Z. We're on episode 175. I guess technically the Cell game saga already started, but the Cell games themselves are really starting
Dude, this is it. So, first big detail, Goku's about to leave. His wife's like, promise me, Gohan will not fight. And Goku just is like, bye, whoops out of there.
Great to see you.
Foreshadowing, it's really good. I actually like that. I think that foreshadows a lot in that moment. I think that's, and even Chi-Chi says like, he wouldn't promise me. Now we're getting down there, and the first person to arrive is not Z-Fire. It is Mr. Satan, who confronts Cell. And I also just love, I guess to be fair, I think the news people were there before him. But whatever, the news people get Mr. Satan and Cell's confrontation, which is, you just have Cell just being like, who is this? Like, I don't even invite you. Like,
I think this is interesting because every arc has comic relief in it.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I can remember in Dragon Ball Z, at least, the comic relief is, totally unrelated to the Z Fighters. It's not like in Frieza it was more Bulma, or Roshi maybe, or like all these types of characters. And it's like, this is just a character we just met. He doesn't know them. They don't know him.
No relationship at all.
I think that might be why it doesn't work quite as well.
I guess the only relationship, which I don't know how if it's, he's the last tournament winner.
Yeah, I think he beat Spoken.
Well,
we'll get there.
But anyway, so Tien and Yamcha are coming, but they're not, like, they meet up with him, but they're like, hey, we're not going to fight. And they don't know they might have to fight. Right, they might have to fight anyway. Hey, Tien honestly should have said, I got this when the Cell Genius came out, and then
try me.
Remember
this, motherfucker?
Anyway, he doesn't do that. Vegeta's the next to arrive. It's the first Z Warrior to arrive. He's by himself, very Vegeta-like. Then 16 comes next, which I do love this commentator who's just like, who are these people arriving? And it's just like, also what I do love, Satan is a big dude, but Vegeta's like, I know he's a small dude, but he's pretty damn buff, and 16 is definitely bigger than Mr. Satan. I don't know how you could confuse these guys. It's like, wow, are they really weak? Do you see these guys? They're giant. Like, they're not small dudes. All the Z-Fighters arrive, and then 16 thanks Krillin. And I also love the interaction. Goku, hi, I'm Goku. Nice to meet you. And 16's like side eyes, like, I was made to destroy you. I have chosen not to. Yeah. It's just like, I do want to say, this is one of the only times where Goku is just like, obviously 16's okay with him, but 16's not a fan of him. Normally, Goku wins people over. I mean, I think Frieza at this point has even been won over kind of by Goku in some ways. I think that is hilarious that 16's just like, nah, we're not friends. Like, it's an allyship more than anything else. Like, then we're gonna go 176. The Cat King returns, or the King Cat returns.
Who the hell is this cat?
So this guy's from Piccolo Saga. Okay. It was like the king of the world, basically. And Piccolo's like, you give me the word or I'll kill you. And then like Goku saves him. So what's hilarious is bringing back this guy. And this, I'm gonna say this right now. Goku is a kid. Like a kid. Gohan does not look that much like Goku. I love the fact that this guy is having flashbacks for no reason. He should not. Goku with blonde hair is completely adult now, should have no reason to know him. Now, Piccolo, that makes more sense why he recognizes Piccolo. But he should not recognize Goku at all, but he does. But whatever. It's a fun moment. It's a callback. They're trying to bring back, I think, characters to call back at this point, especially from like stuff that kind of relates to Dragon Ball, because that's what
a couple episodes though.
Yeah, well, because he's the one who set the army. Because they have that thing who's like, so we have a second army ready. It's like, well, another army is ready. What? You've lost. Why do you guys keep trying to bomb this dude? It's not. I also do that, Mr. Satan. His whole thing, like, oh, he obviously beat the Air Force by using telecommunication towers and it jammed up their instruments. It's like everything. He just makes the best excuses that make no sense at all. Like Satan comes up and he's like, let me show you my true power. He puts tiles. And he can't even beat them all. He just goes down. But I love it. That's his show of strength. Like tiles. Goku could have beat 14 tiles when he was in the first tournament. Like, I love that this character has nothing else. And what I love is that they show all of his buddies getting their butts kicked. Like, oh, I'm the Power Roses. He just throws them in the air and he just flies away. The elephant guy just gets like pushed back by Cell's energy. And then Mr. Satan, I love it, Dynamite kick! And then he's like hitting him and then Cell just flings him like a bug. And then that's it. Saiyans lucky that he doesn't die instantly. One episode. This is it, boys, though. The real fight. Goku versus Cell. And it's
episode 177.
Yeah, 177. This is Goku versus Cell. I will say, I don't think Goku versus Cell is in my top, like, even 20 fights. I think it's a good fight. But I think Gohan versus Cell is definitely a better fight, and I also think it goes on too long, but probably Frieza versus Goku has more memorable moments than this. This is
I agree. Yeah, I think it feels very dialed in, and they just never really get past warming up even.
I was gonna say Goku gives up way too quick. He should have gone. He doesn't even try doing Kaioken Super Saiyan. Like he doesn't even try to push himself to the. What Goku is this, by the way? It's so weird. This is where I was kind of bringing up in the last episode. Toriyama was definitely writing differently at this point, and the fact that like he had a different ending in mind. Because look at Goku, especially in Super at this point. Goku never gives up ever. Why would this character who's never given up before, and especially later never gives up? Why is he just ready to get thrown down?
We'll get to the
so
giving
quick?
up part, but not yet.
Yeah.
Sorry. So it's his first fight since 19. So like you said, we're almost unfamiliar with his fighting style.
Yeah.
At this point, like what is that, 60 episodes?
And it's only at the beginning. It's no energy, it's just fists that is hitting each other. That's which is cool.
But yeah, there's no banter. Like Goku usually has when it's a real enemy and it's the final showdown, he's like, I don't know, jostling with them a little more. It just feels like performative, and there's kind of like mutual respect, but none of them are taking it.
It almost feels like it's an expected fight, so that's just what they're doing. It's like we have to do this fight because the fans demand it, but I'm not going to be passionate about it.
Yeah,
so
and the choreography is very nice, though. Like you said,
there was some good. But it's just. But I would still say all my fights. I mean, I think about a lot of other fights more in this. I think about Cell versus Trunks more in this, or even Cell versus Vegeta before this, and like Android 17 when he's fighting Piccolo. Much better fight, much more tense, much more like energetic.
It's just too hyped. Like it's been 100 episodes now where everybody wants to kill Goku, and finally Goku's actually fighting one of them.
But even Goku, here's my most similar fight. We're jumping ahead, but like Goku at Super Saiyan 3 versus Buu is a fight that also feels in a similar way of like it's not theirs in battle, but it's still people remember that moment. True. People remember the Super Saiyan 3 moment, and that's a good fight. They honestly have a
banter.
Good fight.
It's really good banter.
Yeah, and this is beyond. Yeah, anyway, you're right. There's no banter. They just go into the fight, and I think that I know people don't like talking in Dragon Ball sometimes, but I feel like it does bring in some stuff sometimes. I think though you need to have some. It brings in the character. In a fight, it's sometimes hard to show character, especially when it's just badass fight moves, because everyone's doing badass fight moves at this point, and you have to show off how you're different. Which, to be fair, I do want to say there are all more differences later in the fight when they start using energy attacks, but at this point, it's just a little bit more taken back. And I just have it ending with the fight takes this guy and Goku powers up.
Yeah, I mean, it truly feels like what it is, which is the first bracket of a world tournament arc or something. It's like, this is clearly not the end fight. It feels low stakes, but it's nice to see Goku get some time in a fight, which we haven't seen in a while. So.
Yeah, it's really not a show at this point. He's in there, but it's really not his show. But what's your guys' take on Cell versus Goku? Even the entire fight, even if you're jumping ahead, like, do you guys think it's a bad fight? Are we not giving you enough credit? Like, do you guys think it's a great fight? For me, I honestly think it's not a bad fight, but it's just not what I think about.
Like I do Popovich Vidal more.
No, right? Hey, I'd say my top 10 fights is things that are even. So.